Today's horoscope, Virgo February 22nd, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. The influence of today's moon on your solar chart highlights your need for comfort and attention to your personal life. While early today, you might struggle with giving yourself to this idea, as you can also be feeling goal-oriented, but it's temporary. As well, the imbalance can lead to a good middle ground. Dialing things back a little can help you pull positive energy and healing through comforting, quiet activities. Fortunately, the day shapes up to be strong for connecting with yourself and others through patience and acceptance. You can have a strong desire to let out any recent pent-up feelings, and also to find some way to pamper yourself. Making plans can be a whole lot of fun as the day advances. An organized, step-by-step approach works best for you when tackling problems or chores. The recent months have been particularly challenging. 4 months on and off, mighty Mars, the red planet of sex, passion, and drive, has soared through your solar house of friendships, communities, and online dating. While this was likely a lot of fun, friction may have emerged with him now in a deep retrograde sleep. You may have some tension pop up around your acquaintances and social network. Exes, enemies, and people who do not support you could emerge carrying torches to bring attention to past pain. Beware of getting involved in battles you cannot win. Note this retrograde will end in mere days. How are you doing? Reflect on the recent developments that have impacted your work and life balance as the moon in Sagittarius opposes Jupiter in Gemini. Until recently, the past few months may have slowed down your career and increased the action in your personal life. But everything could have changed this month. You may have seen your career path rev up while personal matters calmed down. Since there have been so many recent adjustments, take a moment to consider everything that has changed. Let yourself catch up to regain some control over your work and life balance. The world depends on you to give a daily dose of understanding and acceptance. All too often you feel underappreciated and not recognized for the love you give. Maybe it's time to set some limits and turn that accepting love back towards yourself instead of giving it to the ungrateful. The problem is you don't find that to be easy. Hint: start with your diet. Are you giving yourself the best and freshest food possible? Are you getting enough vitamins and minerals? Are you drinking plenty of water? Turning the focus onto your own needs will help you sustain your giving nature. If there's something you need to address, this day can bring the added boost to your communication skills. Expressiveness is a huge part of this vibration. It can give even the quietest and shyest of people the courage to speak their minds. Don't let anything stand in your way. If there is something to be said, get out there and say it. You will probably find yourself more effective on this day than on any other. 3 days after the sun's return to your relationship sector, the moon not only leaves your communication sector but a day after the asteroid Juno left. For the first time since October, this has left your communication sector empty, but thanks to his return to your relationship sector over the weekend, Mercury, the planet of communication, can keep the communication lines open. As you move into the most important months of the year on the relationship front, the timing couldn't be better. With the moon and Juno both set to return, this will keep their seat warm. Less than 24 hours after the asteroid Juno, the Queen of Commitment left your communication sector yesterday. The moon is gone, leaving it empty for the first time since last October. Fortunately, with Mercury, planet of communication, in his early days in your relationship sector, he can take over from where they left off, while leaving you better able to give your emotional responses a voice and a commitment to keeping the communication lines open. Daily Planetary Overview. Today Euro's energy carries a fiery intensity as the moon in Sagittarius forms a tense square with Mercury and Saturn in Pisces. This dynamic can stir up strong emotions and convictions, making it easy to speak out of turn or express yourself in ways that don't quite land as intended. Have you ever had a moment where you felt so passionate about something that you blurted it out without thinking, only to realize later that it may have come across differently than you meant? In moments of tension, taking care of your well-being becomes even more important. The energy of Sagittarius encourages movement, exploration, and fresh air, making it a great time to step outside, stretch your legs, or engage in an activity that invigorates both body and mind. If you have been feeling weighed down by responsibilities, even a short walk or a change of scenery can help you regain clarity. Physical movement isna euro t just about fitness euro ita euro sa way to shake off stress, clear mental fog, and regain a sense of balance. Have you ever noticed how much easier it is to think clearly after stepping away from a stressful situation and giving yourself space to breathe? Theta euro s the kind of mindful action that can make all the difference today. When it comes to your personal goals and ambitions, you may feel a strong desire for recognition or validation. Eta euro s natural to want your efforts to be seen and appreciated, but be mindful of how you go about seeking acknowledgement. There are euro s a fine line between confidently showcasing your strengths and unintentionally exaggerating your abilities in an effort to impress. Have you ever been in a situation where someone was trying too hard to prove themselves, and instead of admiration, it created a sense of doubt? Instead of pushing too hard, let your actions speak for themselves. Genuine contributions are always more impactful than forced displays of expertise. Focus on how you can be of real help to others rather than trying to assert dominance in a conversation or situation. The more you listen and understand what others truly need, the more naturally your leadership and wisdom will be recognized. People are drawn to your energy today, and you may find that others look to you for guidance or support. With the right approach, you can easily navigate challenges and smooth over any conflicts that arise. If an issue feels particularly complicated, take a deep breath and trust that you have the ability to handle it with grace. Have you ever noticed that sometimes, the most effective way to resolve a problem isn't to tackle it head-on but to take a step back and approach it from a new angle? This is a day where flexibility and patience will serve you well. Eta euro s also an excellent time to explore something new, whether Eta euro s a skill, a hobby, or an unexpected opportunity that presents itself. Sagittarius energy thrives on adventure and curiosity, and you may find that stepping outside your usual routine brings surprising rewards. Have you ever tried something on a whim, only to realize later that it was exactly what you needed? That kind of serendipity is in the air today, so allow yourself to embrace spontaneity. Even small changes, like trying a new restaurant, taking a different route home, or engaging in a conversation with someone outside your usual circle, can open doors to fresh inspiration. Financially, today calls for caution and self-awareness. Unexpected challenges may arise, forcing you to take a closer look at your financial habits. This isn't a euro t meant to discourage you but rather to help you become more mindful of where your resources are going. Have you ever had a moment where you looked back on a financial decision and wished you had waited just a little longer before acting? Right now, patience will serve you well. Large investments or major purchases may not be the best idea at this moment, as circumstances could shift in ways you don't yet foresee. If financial concerns surface, use this as an opportunity to assess your long-term goals and ensure that your spending habits align with your future vision. Throughout the day, remember that challenges are often opportunities in disguise. If communication feels strained, see it as a chance to refine your approach and become a better listener. If unexpected roadblocks arise, trust that they are guiding you toward a better path. If you feel a strong urge to prove yourself, shift the focus toward making a meaningful impact rather than simply seeking validation. Every experience, no matter how small, is a stepping stone toward growth. By embracing Tudaya Euro S energy with an open heart and a flexible mindset, you can turn potential obstacles into valuable lessons, deepen your connections with others, and set yourself up for meaningful success. Approach each interaction with sincerity, take care of your well-being, and remain open to the unexpected gifts that the day may bring. The more you align with this flow, the more you will find that things naturally start falling into place.